or feel or try to understand maybe you might have autism or slow when you say that on a weekly basis you look at naked kids in a bathtub, and people like Ruby here trying to defend you guys when you have no leg to stand on. Okay? And I'm not trying to, browbeat you or I'm really trying to get you to understand where most people would come from in this situation when you have these type of behaviors. It's not okay to do those type of things to people. It's really weird. It's really off-putting. And it's, at the end of the day, this all culminates from a fucking fat, gout-filled Let's Player, and it shouldn't really fucking matter. But somehow, here we are. Right? And I guess back to you, Ruby, with hearing all this stuff, and I don't know if you knew any of this stuff, are you really going to die on the hill of, he's just slow, he just wants to have kids one day? Is that a normal way to go about it?
I see what you're trying to do here, and...
What's that?
Well, yes, I have known about those things, and those things were in the past.
But, okay, let's talk about something more recent. How about 3 days ago? Ross saw his thread on Kiwi Farms. His reaction was to caps lock how he was going to drop doxing on a guy named Funny, and then how he was going to ruin Funny's life. Also, he talked about how he was going to murder Neil in real life. In fact, he even reiterated this on Jim's stream last night when he said he got to the point where he wanted to physically go and murder the person for the thread.
Toast, haven't you ever got angry?
Okay. Let's back that up. I have never gone out of my way to physically want to murder people. The worst I've gotten is talked about going to beat somebody into a fucking coma, which I apologized immediately for because it was ridiculous.
Well, there are
because the person tried to get me fired and went after my family and went after everything I had.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair here. There are chat logs saying that you were going to kill Viter.
Okay, faggot. Let's back this up. Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Right.
That
okay.
Pretty much even Boone has those chat logs.
I never said I was going to murder the fucking guy, and again, we're way off topic on that. I already apologized to the guy, and the guy's fine with me. So let's back this up. Let's not even try to play that switch and bait bullshit. We're talking about you.
You guys do it all the time.
What?
You guys switch and bait.
I'm not switch and baiting you. I'm asking you a legitimate question.
Okay, they may do fucked up shit, but the thing is that I'm just like, if this is about me, fine, it's about me. I'm not gonna fucking pursue it anymore.
I'm asking Ruby the question. Is how can you go around and justifying all this stuff, and her going, oh, you've never been mad before, so you want to go and swat people? I've never doxed, and I've never gone out of my way to swat others.
I'm not saying it's excusable, but I'm saying that it was out of anger, and I don't think Ross had any intent of actually killing somebody.
Okay. And again, it's hard to believe that when Ross has criminal behaviors in the past where he was involved in swatting, death threats, doxing attempts, trying to harm people in real life repeatedly. Like, yeah, I'm sure I've been mad. I've told people I want to put them in a coma and stuff, right? And I want to beat them up over some extreme stuff. But at the same time, I've never doxed, sent death threats, talked about swatting them, or went after their jobs or their livelihoods, or try to go after their family members and tell them about their person, right? I'm not going to do all that shit over the internet. It's internet drama. Why would I fucking do that? That's not normal. But here you have a guy who has, for years, on a regular basis. And you have groups of people that you hang out with that are here. You get what I'm trying to say?
Well, I prefer to stay away from the rest of the people in that group.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you guys have already... you've already said that. Okay, so... the chat wants to ask some questions, so I'll read the first one from Mr. Mediker. He says, Poll, ask her if Ross is blackmailing her with something. Hold on, fuck, it's going too fast. Something because I can think of no other reason why she would die on the hill for him. So are you getting blackmailed by Ross?
No.
Okay. Alright, so... But you understand where I'm coming from, right? Like, there's criminality behind some of the actions that the person takes, and even with the pedophile stuff aside, it's really hard to defend the person.
I know it's hard to defend the person, but I sure as hell will try.
And, okay, why though? Why are you so adamant? Are you, like, okay, chat wants to know, are you and Ross, like, dating? Are you guys seeing each other?
No.
Do you practice your little fetish with Ross at all?
No.
Just asking. I just asking.
I have a boyfriend.
You don't like Ross?
I like Ross, but I don't like Ross.
Okay. Okay, so, but I mean, I've heard you say things in like sweetie, hun. I think I even heard.
I call everybody that.
I've never heard you call Gerpy or me that.
You aren't on friendly terms with me.
I'm not unfriendly with you. At least to me, I don't have an issue
I mean,
with
you have to be like closer to me, like my friend in the chat over there, Grumpy. I call her hun.
Okay. So, Ross, is this true? Does she call everyone hun and babe and all that shit?
Yeah, but just most people, not like all people.
Not just you?
The thing is that like she only calls it to people who are closest to her. That's really it.
Yeah, pretty much.
What? Okay, so I have to address this here. I go to look at the Discord finally for a moment, and here you are. You're actively talking shit in the Discord that I'm sitting in with you, talking about this with you, and we're doing this on pretty fair terms. Claiming I'm ambushing him because he's 19, and you're talking about kill you because this guy's unbearable. Why? I'm sitting here, and you're talking shit on the side as if I can't see it. Why would you do two-faced reactions when I'm talking to you?
Because that was addressed to my friend Grumpy.
I'm fucking sitting here with you. Why would you talk shit? Like, and secondly, why would you sit here and tell me one thing and then change your mind and say, wow, he's getting ambushed because he's 19? What does that have? He's an adult. 18 years old is an adult.
Still, like, I honestly, you said this would be a chill stream, and now I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of hate everywhere.
I'm not giving you hate. I'm like legitimately asking you why you're talking shit in the middle of a stream, and I'm looking at it.
Why do you care so much of talking shit?
Because it makes you look two-faced. It makes you look not credible. It makes you look bad. It makes you look like you're full of shit. Like, do you understand
I'm just
that?
telling the truth because I can't say anything among your fans.
They're not my fucking fans. They're just listening. It doesn't matter what the chat says. I'm talking to you. Like,
but it'll have consequences for me later.
No, the consequence. Are you talking about like the consequences will never be the same? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm sick of being harassed by people.
Okay, I'm not harassing you though, and I don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
Other people.
Fuck the chat. Fuck the other people. Look, I'm having a legitimate conversation with you. In the process of you telling me one thing, you go ahead and openly start talking shit, and immediately, like during the stream, you're like, this fucking guy. Wow, I can't believe he's ambushing Ross. He's fucking 19. How dare? Why would you do that? That's so two-faced. It makes it come off as you're fucking lying to me about some of the things you're saying, and that you're telling your friends how you really feel on the subject. You get that?
And I told my friend that because you're stressing me out.
How? I'm just having a conversation with you.
Your tone of voice.
Okay, my tone of voice. Actually, you know what? Since we're on this subject, I'm going to break it back a little bit. You said something to me earlier today that blew my mind. You said that Jim was sexist. As a sexist to you. Let's address that. Why is it that you felt that Mr. Medicare was a sexist to you? Can you please explain that?
Because at first I thought hole basically meant cunt.
Okay. So you believe that Jim
and a lot
was
of people, a lot of people who aren't in on the meme were like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Right. All right. Again, but why? You didn't really answer the question, though. I mean, like, so you think that because he called you a hole, he's a sexist? I mean, what is it about Mr. Medicare that? That you think he's a sexist.
And putting a muzzle on me.
And putting a muzzle on you. All right. Okay. So do you think he's a misogynist? You think he hates women?
No.
You just think he thinks he degrades women.
I felt degraded.
Okay.
Personally.
So let's recap. Remember what I told you earlier? I said you were interrupting him and Ross trying to have a conversation repeatedly to address the chat on a regular basis and talk shit to the chat repeatedly, right? You kept running your fucking mouth. You were talking trash about the chat. You were like, I'm not a whore. Don't call me whore. Ban. All this bullshit. And him and Jim were having a conversation, and you kept cutting him off. And he finally just had enough and dressed you down. Do you think that maybe...
But the thing is, I was very polite on Mr. Medicare's show because that's his show.
So you think that Jim needed to be very polite and obey you?
Yeah, when he came in, like, I think he should have been like, "Hello, I'm Mr. Medicare. And can I please have a conversation about this in a civil manner, etc." Because when things aren't civil, I don't get very civil.
And I think he was pretty civil until the point where you just would not stop interrupting them.
And I didn't know who the hell he was either, because I don't know who Mr. Medicare is.
Do you need to? Do they need to be like important for you to not interrupt them?
No, but if someone, there's a lot of shit talkers who came in since Neil kind of leaked the link everywhere.
Like, yeah, but you were interrupting. Like I don't give a fuck if the chat. Like, look, chat. Everybody in the chat, call me a fucking faggot. Watch. Who gives a shit? They don't. It doesn't matter, right? Fuck them.
Matters to me.
What?
You gave me advice saying like, probably I shouldn't post for a year. Well, the chat's gonna call you a faggot, and then afterwards, like, you don't really care. So, like, if I still keep going with my videos and I just don't care about
King of Pole verified it. Who gives a shit? The memes will exist no matter what. People will talk shit no matter what. It's the fucking internet. You got to get over that stupid shit. But the more important thing.
I mean, people are saying, like, you know, when I was streaming, like, people are saying, like, pedo in all caps, like, or like something like that, or I'll see you in federal prison or something like that. Like, that doesn't affect
very
me.
derogatory things.
Who gives a fuck? And secondly, that doesn't give you the right to interrupt everybody else. If you want to start fucking being ban happy in your stupid stream, whatever, that's fine. But keep your fucking mouth shut when other people are talking. Do you understand that? Like, don't interrupt people. And then you having the balls to sit here right now and say, oh, well, I didn't know who he was. He wasn't important enough. That just comes off as condescending as fuck. Like, oh, okay, so he's just Jim. Fuck,
you're twisting my words. I just thought he was another asshole who came into the stream to fucking troll.
Okay, he's having a conversation with Ross. Ross and him are talking. You cut him off repeatedly to fucking talk shit to the chat like a cunt. You get that? You came off like a condescending asshole. You couldn't even apologize now that you were doing that. Instead, you want to call him a sexist.
I'll apologize to him if he apologizes to me.
Okay. Well, there you go, Jim. If you apologize to her, she'll apologize for calling you a sexist asshole.
Because I was stressed out, really stressed out. Everything got so overwhelming because a whole bunch of people kept coming into the chat.
Apologize.
And I was so sick of it by then. I didn't even know all that was going to blow up like that.
Right.
And it was fucking stressful on my fucking health.
Okay. So you also said you wanted to go and address some of the stuff because of your health. Earlier you talked about you want to talk about all your mental disorders and stuff. You also said you were doing psych. I did psych at some point. I definitely understand.
No, I never said that. I said I know about psychology.
Oh, you know about psych. Okay, I assumed that you did psych. I didn't know that you never practiced it. Okay.
I self-study.
You self-study. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
like psychology books and stuff.
Do you want to go over your mental health stuff? Because you said you seemed like you wanted to tell the chat so maybe they could understand you more or something. That's up to you.
They didn't really care when Boone posted up that video of me having a mental breakdown and people told me to kill myself.
Well, Boone's a fucking asshole. That's all I have to say about that.
For doing that. What's your guys' history with Boone? Because I know Boone.
Honestly, I barely know him, and he like did this behind my back, then gave me the link and was like, "Hey."
Okay, Ross, is he one of the people you would say that was a part of this quote unquote pedophile ring thing that Jim was referring to with you?
No, it's more like him just being a backstabber and also a doxer.
Okay. Right, but you've done the same thing, though.
What do you mean, like, Yeah, I mean, like, I guess I made those mistakes, but the thing is that I've definitely have, like, had my fair share of shit where, like, me and Boone, when we were friends, we would fuck with other people, pretty much.
Someone get a crane for Hole.
So
she needs to be lifted out the
You guys
trailer
are friends.
again.
You would fuck with people for fun.
People like Virgil, like, we just type comments and troll him pretty much by saying you should close your Twitter account, faggot, or something.
So you would go out of your way to harass people.
Well, I mean, Boone did it as well, so, like,
I'm not speaking for... Boone has admitted that he's a piece of shit. I know where Boone stands, okay?
You're a piece of shit harassing me and Ruby, but...
Right. You understand how this is kind of weird, though, Russ? Like, everybody you hang out with has really, really fucked up pasts or involved in really weird shit.
I guess.
So, like, I mean, realistically speaking, you've got a Hugbox Chronicles coming out from Jim. You've got large people in the community, in the YouTube community, who are paying attention to you guys. You've got 4chan, 8chan, Kiwi Farms, the Cowboard, Bath. These people, they're paying attention to you guys, right? You're saying that you're neutral with Nuclear after everything he's done in your name. That you don't want to throw him in a bus.
And I'll tell him to stop doing it.
I would like to talk to him. I don't understand why I don't understand his fucking stance on all this. Like, he seems... I just don't get it. I don't understand why his reaction to everything was to fucking explode and just have the biggest meltdown I've seen in a very long... I haven't seen this kind of shit till like since back in the day of, like, original Xbox, you know, before people really got awoke on the internet, if you will. I thought we were past this, you know. Does that make sense? It's like old Call of Duty days. This chat. But I don't know. Ruby, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is okay? You keep are you part of the atheist community as well? I'm guessing because you keep bringing up the drunken peasants all the time.
I'm not an atheist, but I watch a lot of
Stop
atheist
being a pedo,
YouTubers.
Ross.
Okay, I mean, you're part of the atheist community, right? The drunken peasants and all that shit, TJ.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of TJ and the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Have they been paying attention to this?
I hope not.
Okay, so you don't know. I mean, if
Well,
the skeptic or the whatever community
video was
paying
posted
attention
by someone who has a vendetta against me in there, but no one really cared about it.
Why? So you already have issues in that community. You have people with vendettas against you.
Well, the community leader, because he basically was trading nudes with an underage girl, and I had the evidence, and he's mad.
Oh yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. Like,
so there's another pedophile.
Yeah, but that guy's a piece of shit. I never talked to him.
How?
Fuck that.
No, he
asshole.
didn't.
Amazing.
He's the leader of the Drunken Peasants community.
There's another goddamn look.
She seems
you know
like
how
she would
ironic
be
it
into
is,
scat
and
play.
how fucking exceptional it is that for some reason where you guys go, pedophiles just seem to fucking be everywhere. They're like in the fucking trees and shit.
Maybe Ross is a pedophile magnet.
I can't figure this one out. All right, so the chat's been asking me a lot about this Jake guy and Brandon. They want to hear Brandon, and they want me to ask you does he know that you're involved with another guy named Jake. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
What?
I'm not involved with another guy named Jake. I just talk to Jake casually sometimes.
Oh, so there is a Jake. Because there's a lot of people in the chat that says like you've done sexting with this Jake guy and.
No, I have not.
Okay. So who?
He barely even sees an elbow.
He barely sees an elbow. I'm sorry, that was good. Okay. I don't know why the chat keeps bringing up Jake. Chat wants to know, is Jake your little? Is that your little fantasy thing? Is that where you do your thing?
How many kids' buttholes have you probed,
Jake?
Ross?
Yes.
No, because Jake has never seen an elbow.
Okay.
They're joking.
Ross, I feel bad.
Serious.
Can I order you a
Okay.
cheese pizza?
It's probably fucking Jet
Yes,
Rex
I'm
or
streaming.
something. Dude.
Thank you. All right, give me one
Probably
moment,
Jet
chat.
Rex.
Hi, Sarah. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. You're precious. I love you.
I might sleep over at Steve.
No, hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
All right, we're back. All right.
You have a great mom.
Mom, I'm streaming. Go away. All right. Anyways, chat. No wonder Dad left you. All right. Before we got derailed completely, fucking where were we? We were talking about Jake. Fucking Jake.
Jake from State Farm.
God damn it, Gerpy. All right. So Jake, who's Jake? Why does chat keep talking about mentioning Jake and asking about if Brandon knows about Jake?
Jake Lloyd.
Jake is just a friend of Jet Rex's. And I've talked to him a couple times in the Discord and on Skype, but that's about it.
God, you know, why do these people pay so much attention to shit like that and shit like really? That's kind of stalkerish. What in the fuck?
They like watching fools.
You can't speak about stalker. Come on, Ross. Let's be real. You have a history of stalking other people and fucking.
You mean like stalking them just because they aren't right from?
Wait, what did you say, Ruby?
Ross, it's probably just people from the Saints or whatever, or the
Yeah,
Royal
but you
Castle.
stalk those people. You've stalked people. You stalked SOK, man. Fuck. We just went over you stalking TXT. They call me TXT, and because for whatever reason, and then trying to get him swatted with Boone and the guys.
Oh, Red Bar's live. Shoutouts.
Oh, shout-outs to your boy.
Shoutouts to Red Bar.
Uhuru.
Shoutouts to the heads.
The tapes.
No, not proud of your boy.
The tapes.
The tapes.
All right, yeah, but I mean, yeah, Ross, you can't talk about like victimizing the whole stalker thing when you do it on a regular.
Well, you mean like I stalked multiple people online every day or something?
I don't know, but I mean, you have years and years of history of you doing it at least on a monthly basis. I don't know what you do on the internet, Ross. There's a lot of weird shit you do on the internet, apparently.
Alright, fine. You want to know what's the weirdest thing I did on the internet? I pretty much fucking made a DeviantArt account once, but that's from...
That's the weirdest thing you've ever done. It's not looking at kids on a weekly basis naked in a bathtub.
Well, I mean, to like a lot of people, that's weird as hell.
Well, I mean, all right. So you made a Deviant account. What did you post on there?
I don't know. MLP fanfiction.
Oh no!
Hey, don't hate on the ponies.
I was gonna.
Okay, back up, Ross. Where were you ever going to tell me you were a My Little Pony fan?
But I mean, I was a brony and shit, but
Have you?
and
So you're a
I'm
brony.
still a brony. Yeah.
You're using an excavator at this point to dig your hole.
Shout out to the Pegasistas out there.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Ross. Okay, so you're.
Ruby, does Brendan know all your kinks?
Yep.
Wait, what are
Okay.
all your kinks, Ruby?
Yeah, this is totally gonna be my kink cast.
I don't.
BDSM. I'm a masochist.
Sadomasochism?
No, just masochism.
Okay.
Stuff with blood.
Blood?
Okay.
Well, let me think. There's a list.
There's a list.
Oh boy.
Those are the main ones I could think of at
Do
the
you,
moment.
chat wants to know, have
dominant and
you ever been
submissive
interested
stuff.
in a golden shower?
No, don't.
Huh? That is classified.
Oh, no!
Right, you want to
That means.
Gerby,
That means yes.
She pulled a Mark Furman. She just pled the fifth.
Yeah.
when I was probably 10 years old or 11 years old, 12, like, to be honest with you, like, I was pretty autistic at that time because, like, I used to be a huge Sonic fan. And sometimes every day I would run, like, Sonic at recess or something.
Oh no!
Ross.
Well, hey, it's okay, Ross. They're bringing it back. It's run like Naruto now. It's fine, Ross. It's not the Sonic run anymore. Naruto co-opted it.
I mean, my very first username. My very first username is pretty much Sonic Jonathan Sonic.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's what I named myself when I first went on YouTube.
Did you buy the new? Okay, hold on. I need to breathe. Did you buy the new Sonic Mania, Ross? How was it?
I did.
I didn't buy it, but
I did. I'll tell you how it is. It's good.
Okay.
like pretty much like
makes me want to run like Sonic.
I mean, first username was Sonic Jonathan Sonic, pretty much.
Why was Sonic twice?
Sonic Johnson Sonic was your. Is there still accounts like that around?
The Speed Demon channel used to be called Sonic Jonathan Sonic, but
Gollywog is right.
That's
He's
why you
derailing.
had the Speed
He's
Demon,
derailing.
It was based off of your Sonic fandom.
I guess I mean
Sonic kissed a human girl in front of me.
Okay. So
Oh my god, he did! Wow!
You're a Sonic
what?
fan. You're a Sonic fanboy, and you are a brony. Okay. Wow.
I'm not a Sonic fanboy anymore. I'm just a brony, but I guess.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Dark Sonic, Edge, Sonic Johnson, Sonic Killer, XX.
What? All right. So besides the kids in the bathtubs, Ross, have you ever like looked anything else up around children?
I also like, to be honest with you, like there was like,
Jim has a good
and like
question.
pretty much like,
Have you ever jacked off to anything Sonic related?
what? Let me see.
That's a good question.
I mean, like, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna-
specifically,
Kirby.
cream the rabbit.
Alright, here's something. To convince you that I'm not really pedophilic or anything, like, do you want me to tell you the porn I actually do look up though?
Yes!
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes, I do.
ooh, this is juicy.
Like, no, Ruby's in on it!
Oh,
two naked girls wrestling each other.
boy. Okay.
We already asked, who won that match? You never answered.
They looked the same as each other, I guess.
Okay,
I thought you
sexist.
said the hotter one won.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
all right,
that's what it
Ross,
is.
continue on. What are you looking at for porn? What are we doing here?
And did they
Except
have sex or were they
that,
just wrestling? Because it's not porn if they.
Gerpy, let the
Yeah,
man
just two.
read his list.
There was like two women like wrestling each other. Like
Okay,
Like,
that's,
pretty
that's
much I have a
fantastic. Ross,
wrestling
what other porn do you watch besides that one video?
I also watch women pretty much give each other foot jobs pretty much in the pussy or something.
You're into feet.
What?
You're into the feet. You're a feet man. You're a feet fetish guy. Foot in the pussy?
Think so, yeah.
So feet in
that's
the pussy.
not really that weird.
Okay.
What, foot fetish?
No, I know like so many people with a foot
No,
fetish.
but he said women giving foot jobs with their pussy. Does that mean that
No,
the
I
woman?
think he means putting the foot inside the pussy.